Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show where us local real estate experts get together and have a chat about the market and interest stories happening for all things in a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. So before we dive into it, let's cue our theme song. Awesome. Get those fireworks getting us pumping in the zone.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
As y'all tune in tonight, feel free to engage in the comments section or the live chat if you're catching us live. We love to make this all about interaction with you guys. If you have any questions, let us know, even if it's off topic to whatever we're talking about. And of course, feel free to say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. It's always cool. We'll hear different
Yeah.
states, different countries who are interested in all things in Disney World. So that's cool. But I guess we'll introduce ourselves real quick. I'm Elijah Lewis with Florida in Motion Realty. They call me the Prince of Real Estate here on Near Disney. And I'll throw it over to the Brady Bunch Square beside me.
Yes, thank you. I am Virginia Carlson, also with Florida in Motion Realty, and they call me Cinderella here on Near Disney. And we're happy that you've joined us tonight.
Yeah, we've got some cool topics about construction and new developments that are really high budget and high end, bringing some interesting new activities and stuff that's going to really make tourism boom in certain parts of Central Florida. But first, I want to just kind of share this topic that you brought up, just a little fun for something else happening local.
Yeah, so there's a theater in Orlando. It's called the Orlando Shakes, and sometimes they do Shakespeare, sometimes they do children's shows, and we've been to a couple of shows with my kids when they were a little bit younger, but it's a really great theater. And so if you can check it out, it's in Orlando. And I got this flyer in the mail today, probably because I've been to their theater before. And it's a show about The Very Hungry Caterpillar, which is a timeless classic book by Eric Carle and beloved by children, definitely in the younger age group, preschool, kindergarten, that age. And they are doing a show of the book, and they're using puppets, 75 magical puppets for this. And they're going to actually do 4 Eric Carle stories, but they will be doing The Hungry Caterpillar plus some other classics. And it is going on from October 15th through November 9th, and tickets are on sale if you go to orlandoshakes.org. It's just a fun way to spend the afternoon with your little ones, and it won't disappoint. It's a great place. So just something cool to check out.
Awesome. Yeah, that's some great iconic imagery from that children's book that just still endures to this day. So
absolutely,
that's cool. Love to see how people are going to bring that off the page into real life. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So on the real estate Central Florida development side of things, just kind of got this like reminder that there is a massive like $1 billion project construction that's still like in development for the Ocoee area. So the Dynasty Sports and Entertainment Complex. Basically, they have gotten a lot of the permits and stuff that they need to get this going. A 159-acre youth sports and entertainment complex in Ocoee, that's like east of Winter Garden, south of Apopka, near State Road 429. Basically, utilizing some previously undeveloped site. It's based on this concept art that they brought on. This is going to be just a destination for sports tourism, hospitality, community recreation, shopping. Let us know if you've heard about this or if there's anything about it that excites you. It's kind of like this walkable campus that integrates indoor and outdoor spaces. Definitely huge emphasis on sports. This is like from the Dynasty YouTube page that's showcasing that what you can see here. Basically, this just looks absolutely state of the art. Like just multiple baseball diamonds here and lots of just walkable paths to be able to engage with this, and multiple parking garages and all of this just stuff that is just so beautifully laid out. Just absolutely love to see exciting stuff like this. Food hall is like the size of a barn, And so you just know you're going to have all kinds of fun, trendy stuff there. It's basically just give you a chance to do some real athletic training. It kind of reminds me, even like the boxy, futuristic design, very contemporary of like this architecture reminds me of that like downtown Lake Nona area as well. Definitely getting those vibes there. Ooh, surf and turf. Love to see that. And man,
Nice.
they do such a good job with these pre-renders here. Like
Yeah.
that is awesome. So, yeah, basically, the complex is positioned to meet surging demand in youth sports tourism sector of our market, which is projected to exceed $2 trillion
Wow.
globally by 2030. So, kids love them some sports ball, and Central Florida is going to deliver. And wow,
Yeah.
even there's like these drone shows coming up that looks like they've got planned to just be able to just make this fun day and night, lighten it up after dark. So I see here that the completion's targeted for 2027, but this is going to be a great jobs project, generate more than 10,000 construction jobs and 5,000 permanent roles. And yeah, just glad to see that the Ocoee City Commission unanimously approved the necessary land use changes, rezoning that site earlier this year. And can't wait to see this in the
Yeah.
flesh. It looks like something worth driving out to. It's gonna be delightful.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to be a big draw for groups coming to Central Florida to hold their tournaments or baseball tournaments and stuff, and then just a way to get people down to Florida.
Because you've
Yeah,
had
it's
young
great.
boys in sports yourself, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, those fields look amazing. It's going to be really beautiful. Definitely a huge draw. Positive.
And
It's
and
great.
in addition to like that 2027 target date, I found this other article today that brought up that Orange County, the Orlando County, is set to
Hmm.
build Florida's largest animal shelter, a two-story shelter that has a capacity for 265 dogs and 200 cats. And this
Wow.
architecture here reminded me of what we just saw with the Ocoee Dynasty
Hmm.
facilities. This is a beautiful looking concept art here. There's a $49 million contract for collage companies to build a 123,000 square foot animal services location. And we definitely have some personal clients of ours who we've worked with in Celebration, Florida, who have a passion for animal care and
Yeah.
seeing that they get good homes and good well taken care of. So this is definitely something that people in our inner circle are passionate about and hold dear. So we definitely want to spread this good information about them, maybe even for some potential partnerships to plan down the future. But I'm
Hmm.
just looking at it and like, doesn't this look a place like where you would hang out rather than just
No.
animals here like this? Like, when I think animal shelter, I don't. This is not what comes to mind in my mental image, but I think it
No, it's
should. This is
yeah,
this
I
is
mean, it's
absolutely
beautiful.
gorgeous facility that they're planning. So it's
Hmm.
in the works. We'll definitely keep you posted about anything more with that, or because when we sell you a home, I can't tell you how oftentimes people make their home purchase decisions based on like, how does this accommodate my dog? How does this accommodate
Exactly.
my pets? Is the yard space good? Is the floor plan good?
Hmm.
One time we were doing a house showing that they were on their hands and knees feeling the tile with their finger pads because they're just like, is this the kind of slippery tile that my dog has trouble like walking on? Like, is it
No
too
kidding.
smooth? Like, I almost had to like give a second showing. Usually we do a second showing for when the husband or the wife gets off work or has to fly
Yeah,
in, but
yeah,
the
yeah.
second showing was for the dog
It's,
to
it's
make
pet
sure.
centered. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen it all here at near Disney. Let me tell you, and we're
Yeah,
happy to accommodate it. We're pet
absolutely.
people ourselves. So I'll throw
Yes,
it over here
absolutely.
to maybe something less fun and furry, but still important. What did you
Yeah.
find for us here, Virginia?
Yeah, so this is definitely just an important thing to protect all of our buyers and just to keep everyone in the loop of what's happening with a property that you're going to sell. Effective today, October 1st, 2025, Florida is expanding its flood disclosure laws for residential properties. The new legislation broadens disclosure rules for home sales and introduces new requirements for landlords and condominium developers. So when we talk about this, the state requires updated flood disclosures for home sales and rentals, including all flooding and repair assistance that has been received. So we might want to talk about what specific is under the new law. What does that mean specifically? The specific flood history information must be disclosed to prospective buyers or tenants and condominium purchasers. So in the past, it was maybe just a buyer, but now it's people who are going to rent as well. And that's important to kind of keep like I said, keep everybody in the loop of the condition of the property. So for sellers and landlords, the required disclosures are similar and must be provided on a separate form. So you need to disclose any known flood damage,
Yep.
any insurance claims, flood assistance, specify any assistance for flood damage that's been received from any source, including state, local, or FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Association. Any insurance limitations include a prominent notice that standard homeowners or renters insurance policies do not cover flood damage, and that separate flood insurance should be considered. So as far as any known flood damage, just disclose any knowledge of flooding that has damaged the property or dwelling under the owner's possession, and then state whether any insurance claims related to flood damage have ever been filed.
Yep.
For residential, yeah.
We just want to keep you in the loop about every new required form that just comes out for
Yeah. And sellers must provide.
Not too crazy.
No, it's not too crazy, and that's the good thing about Central Florida is that when the hurricanes come, it's we definitely get wet and we get a lot of rain, but the flooding is to a minimal. I think it's more towards the coast and other parts of Florida, but it still is a good thing to have to disclose.
Yep.
For residential leases and property sales, and then condominium co-op units. So it just kind of now effective today, it kind of covers a broader spectrum of who needs to disclose. So that's a positive for everyone involved.
Yep. Oh, we got a comment here saying, "Oh, guys, can you give us any info on Celebration's yard sales this Saturday?" Oh, thanks for asking, Dune Buggy Jim. Yeah, I'm happy to pull that up for you if you want a little more information. Some communities, have different HOAs where they just handle things like yard sales differently. The town of Celebration, yard sales are done twice a year for the ordinance. And so the whole town kind of participates together rather than just randomly seeing one happening at any given time throughout the year. So it's this kind of communal event. Celebration Florida, the town built by Disney, is doing it. They do it in the spring and the fall. The fall one is October 4th. So that's this Saturday. And basically homes in the town have stuff laid out in their front yards or in their garages, or maybe they let you step up onto their porches or go inside, just depending on what they're trying to sell. And that can basically 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sometimes you see people kind of hanging out a little bit later, but that's the meat of things. And if you want to get the good stuff, that you should probably go in early and maybe find the parking space early to start walking or biking around there, because it's a little bit of a jam. Or maybe one pro tip could be go on the Celebration back porch space, see if anyone's kind of previewing something they plan to have there, just so that about an opportunity to bring a truck or bring something that's going to let you take it with you, because oftentimes people are selling furniture items. And in fact, we have a client of ours who is selling a nice rattan dining set, and even some real cool stuff. So definitely a good thing to take advantage of. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to navigate too when you drive into Celebration, because the homes that are participating have to register. And so if your home is registered and you're not on the main drag of Celebration Avenue, they put signs at the top of the street that say participating home this way. So you can kind of drive around and see where the homes that will have stuff will be. So makes it easy.
Awesome. Well, appreciate the question, and you're welcome, Dune Buggy Jim.
Yes.
Let's see. One more article I pulled up here. Just some little statistics that's kind of interesting. That just saying the top 2 things that home buyers say they're looking for, according to Bank of America, says that a lower home price, 63% would prefer, but we're at a point now where 50% would prefer a lower mortgage rate. So the good news is that mortgage rates, as of like this past month, have started to come down, with the Federal Reserve hinting that more rate cuts are to come. And these 2 things, it's kind of hard to have the cake and eat it too. They can be indicative of 2 types of markets, where maybe lower prices will pair with a higher rate, or vice versa. But because we kind of just see not too much deflation in this stuff. It's kind of we don't want to see prices accelerating too bad when you're a buyer looking, but you just kind of want to see them steady and slow at like a reasonable gradual pace over time. So because when we saw like the difference between like 2018 and 2021, where in many cases homes have gone up like 20, 30, 40, 50, 100%.
Yeah.
Obviously that was wild, and people did appreciate at least lower rates while that was happening. So that was the one consolation. You get like a 2 to 3% rate while that price had like shot way up during COVID.
Right.
And I think we got one more fun thing to go over here. Since Billy Joe Armstrong said, "Wake me up when September ends," and surely that had to do with getting excited for Halloween season. And Orlando Date Night Guide never fails to excite about hyping you up for fun things to do locally, and they've compiled a list here of neighborhoods with awesome Halloween decorations in Orlando and around Central Florida in general. Let me just see here. And I have something kind of funny. Like, I'm not going to go over it what they have here on this actual site, but it's like they have literally listed addresses in some of the neighborhoods that are invariably always putting up something really cool looking for their house, transforming it. These are the kinds of ones that will like literally win the community HOA like decorating contests and stuff. So just a reminder, if you want to drive around some areas, these are the ones that Orlando Date Night Guide, they're sticking their neck out for, just saying that if you're gonna drive around this fantastic fall and spooky decorations hunt, this is good. So basically, just seeing people have fun, and let us know in the comments whether you're team cutesy or team morbid, scary when it comes to how you do.
Some houses, some houses go all out, and it's scary. But I tend to like
they're
more
literally
like pretty pumpkins and stuff like that.
Yeah, skeletons can be nice looking. They don't have to be drenched in blood necessarily.
No.
But yeah, basically everything from Winter Haven, Vieira. They're doing some nearby neighborhoods worth a visit. Celebration, Florida, the town where our office is located, that got a shout out. Definitely if you want to take an evening in the middle of this month and drive around that main area of Celebration and some of those neighborhoods in the villages, you probably won't be disappointed. There's people go all out here for sure.
They really
Baldwin
do.
Park's pretty, Audubon Park, historic downtown Winter Garden, and Sanford as well for some fall fun. So always, this is a great resource to keep in your bookmark. Orlando Date Night Guide for sure. They're great way to stay in the know.
Yes, absolutely.
And with that, I think we covered most of the things we had here. It was just the 2 of us tonight. We didn't have Sue, who is our sleeping beauty on the Near Disney Dream Team, but she was tirelessly working on some house showings.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And with that, I'll throw it over to Kim Hawk, the Fairy Godmother Real Estate, to sign us out. If you have any other questions, our phone numbers are here. They really ring us. You can get on call with us, not just engage with us in the chat. And we're happy to walk you through any guidance about listings or areas in Central Florida near Disney, and just let you know what's on the market and what kind of buying power you've got. Our networks of lenders and contractors and all that stuff is totally opened up to you when you reach us with years and years of experience. And we are one of those just above and beyond, work with you every step of the way kind of people. And so with that all out of the way, let's throw it over to Kim.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.